Hi guys, and in this video I'm gonna explain to you what's actually an Armitage. Since for now I was explaining everything about Linux, what are the permissions, how they are structured, how they are managed, what is the process, what's the thread, every stuff you need to know, and the basic command of course, because we cannot do nothing about the basic commands. And now, since you know that theory, it's time to actually get into more advanced hacking stuff. And today I'm gonna actually show you what's Armitage, and in the future video I'm gonna show you what is a Metasploit. So they're both quite the same thing, but Armitage is just a graphical user interface, and for now I'm assuming that you didn't work many with graphical user interface, and that's why we're gonna first go for Armitage, since you're gonna get more idea about what's going on. So we can only type here Armitage to start, Armitage. Now just wait a little bit, click connect. Yes. Now just wait. As I used to say, it does not really matter what Linux distro you're using. Armitage can be installed everywhere, and even in Windows if I'm not wrong. But in Kali it's predefined, it's updated, you don't need to do nothing, so yeah. It's easy to actually use that. So it's telling us what to do in actual to fix that issue. Okay. This is just saying us that to manually start the database of Metasploit, to initialize the database so that the Armitage can actually start working with that database of exploits, of payloads, of tools that actually it use. So whenever you see a message like that, just follow the instructions, and you are going to most likely fix that issue. If not, feel free to search in Google if nothing happens, so click OK here and go for Armitage again. We should actually go for initialize the database here, so msfdb init. Okay, so Armitage. Click connect. Yes. So this is the basic Armitage interface. We have a pretty decent looking console here. We have explorer of exploits, payloads, and we have some options here. And for example, we can go for hosts. We can import hosts from Nmap. We can scan hosts. We can create a database, but let's just scan hosts with Nmap and go with a quick scan. And actually quick scan with toast detection. So 192.168.1.024. Okay guys, so the scan now finished, and as you can see it can give us the same result as Nmap because it's using the same tool. The scan completed. We can go and search for attacks from here, like find attacks. We can specify the hosts and we can map that hosts. We can go and space them there. In the top left we have different exploits, different folders, and with different parameters. Every exploit has different parameters, so we can graphically see and explain that. For example, go for exploits, go for Linux, go for MySQL, and there are the exploits that are available here. So if we double click that, we have the different parameters like lhost, lport, lhost, which means remote host, and lhost means local host. And this is the basic explanation of that exploit. You see here, this module exploits a stack buffer overflow, so this is a buffer overflow attack again. So just close that, and as you can see, all different exploits has different parameters we have to specify before we run that exploit. Therefore we have the payloads, and the payloads we know now that they are the things that's supposed to happen after the exploit. So we have Linux, for example, the architecture, so 64 bits for example, and there are basically the things we've explained in the theoretical video about Meterpreter, the reverse, and the bind shells. So we have a Meterpreter environment, Meterpreter shell, reverse, so that this payload is gonna force the remote target to connect to us since we exploit the vulnerability he has, and it's gonna give us the reverse shell through the HTTP protocol, so port 80. And here we have port 443, which means HTTPS, but it's gonna do the same thing. So as you can see, it's structured. It's gonna give us the interpreter shell. It's gonna give us a reversely, so it's gonna target machine is gonna connect to us, and it's going through that protocol. This is the basic structure of exploits of payloads over there. So we have shell bind TCP, we have v4 TCP, v6 and v4. So there are many stuff. We see that bind TCP, reverse TCP, and many stuff here. So this is how you structure the information. This is how the different exploits and payloads are made. For example, we see PHP, we have PHP shells, PHP interpreter shells, we have Python one, we can see here the Python ones, and Ruby ones, and many more stuff. So this is how that thing, the Armitage and Metasploit, are actually creating the database. It's creating it very simple. As you can see, we have different platforms, different tools. About the exploit, about actualities, there are scanners, dosers, fuzzers, and we're gonna go over all that stuff in the future. And about exploits, we have different platform, we have different technology, different environment. It can be shell, it can be interpreter, and different method of accessing that shell connection, and therefore the protocol they are used. So as you can see, the structure release the information, and now I think it's better to go for the Metasploit, because as we said before, it's better to get used to the command line interface instead of the graphical one. It's really better. It's you're gonna encounter command line interface a lot more, and it's better to actually demonstrate and show how the exploits work on command line interface. So this is today's video. You need to know what is Armitage, how it's structuring the host. Here are the hosts. We have the command line from where we can run Metasploit commands, and we can run manually exploits from here with the command line interface, and we have all the possible database of exploits, payloads, and many more stuff here. And as you can see, it's well structured. So now you have a better idea about what is Metasploit, how it works, and in the future video we're gonna see and going deeper into Metasploit framework. So see you in the next video, guys.